definition of self-made for me is a little wonky, especially because you never did anything yourself.
Actually,
You
true.
got help
But then
along the
they call
way.
some persons is it nepo babies? Where they had
Yes,
this.
especially not a nepo baby. Definitely. However, even the nepo babies that people say, right? They work hard. Like they won't be there. You see a lot of children who their fathers took over their fathers' companies and all of those things. Those people are working hard to sustain that company. So they are fortunate. It's fine. Not all of us, and we can't be jealous of people who did not choose their parents. They just get inside wealth. How are you going to be jealous of that? Like it makes no sense. So when you say network babies, they exist. Many of them are hardworking and improving on what they met, in their parents' company. So as long as we're all just finding success, I don't think it matters who gave birth to who or let's just find success wherever we are. I don't think there's one factor. But one thing that I've seen rampantly, of course, based on talking to a lot of women, is comparison. Trying to be like, trying to be like others, forgetting that you have your own personality, that the sky is so big, for all types of personalities to exist. I don't have to be you, you don't have to be me. Why are you sitting down looking at Ife and saying Ife is doing it this way? Maybe if I do it this way. And I don't think that's bad, but you can't be Ife. So you may have to take one or two things from Ife and add to your personality and make it work. But you cannot completely leave yourself and continue to compare yourself and say, oh, this person has bought a car, I've not bought a car. This person, instead of just focusing on your life, your business, your hopes and your dreams, just focusing very squarely on that and making sure that your own life is worth something. Do you know? So, in my opinion, in that comparison, when you just look around and feel sorry for yourself for not having what others are having, meanwhile, forgetting that those ones who are doing that, they're just living their lives and doing their own things. So I would wish that many women just stay focused on their own dreams, ambitions, and purposes and just stop comparing themselves. All cannot be the same. It takes a special mind, be, and not try and compare self. It's just not worth it. It brings you down, it presses you down more than it elevates you. So that's not important really in our growth. Of course, I don't really like understand when people say things like, "Oh, I don't regret anything. Life is a lesson." Well, I do. I wish that I did not do some things, or I think mostly the only thing that comes to my mind all the time, like, even though I corrected it, but I just wish I had not gone that route at all. It's to accept to be engaged with someone that I did not love, and I did not see myself being the father of my children, someone who I did not see us growing together, career wise, emotional wise. I didn't see that at all. So I did agree to marry that person only because I was 30 and nobody told me to my face, but because remember I keep talking about comparison, because I felt at 30 or I heard that at 30, even though in my mind I knew that was just a warped mentality that at 30 you must be married. So at that age I was like, oh, let me do it, but I couldn't go through the to call it off. So I think with Dan lifestyle, two things. The first thing is our story. and how we started. Especially starting from a community of women who desperately needed their skin to look better, who desperately needed the product to work for them. Because with Dang Lifestyle, our decision was, you know what, create products for the whole world, especially people with melanin in their skin. It can be yellow all the way. You can be, but you're of black descent, right? And our products actually help. Or you are even Asian with melanin in your skin. Our story comes from that place where a community of women came together and said, these products aren't working for us. These products made for Caucasians are not working for us. We need to, where do we get products that actually are made for us? Because our skin is so different, stubborn, but it's also sensitive, right? And all of those things. We get sunburn quickly, those other things, melanin rush in our system. So the difference between Dang Lifestyle and other brands is that the first thing we have done is we have a story. We have where we came from. We didn't just wake up and just women asked for this. The women of a particular community asked for this. And we decided, yes, we'll give it to them. The second thing is that we don't, at this time, we haven't done ads like campaigns. We make sure that our users are part of our story. So when they use the product and it works for them, they come out to say it. Like there's a lot of word of mouth that's gone out for Dang Lifestyle because it's a community. It feels like a community company, right? A company owned by a community, and that community is making sure to make a success out of that company. And now, because the products actually work, the community is going, further to spread the word by themselves. No influencer ads, this campaign at this time. I mean, going forward, as the company gets bigger, we have to do ads. We have to do campaigns. But as we are now we're 3 in November. 3 November, yes, 2020, November 2021. Yes, we're 3 November, and we'll be 4 this year. So it's just the difference is that we prioritize our human connections, right? And make sure that they are seen. When the products work for you, we make sure that you are seen by the world. Let people know this product has worked for you. It helps us as a company, but also lets us, our customers know that we see them, and then we get them. For us, that's what has given us an edge. We don't feel far away from our customers. Our customers feel close to us. Is the ability to just keep going and adapting. Like, is this working? Doing it. Is it not working? How do we change it? Is it working? Yes. How do we make it better? It is the ability to just keep going, not giving up, just tweaking it as we go, but not giving up. Because the moment you just say, you know what, I'm done with this. Okay, you're going to do another one. Challenges will come up again. So when I've met a lot of people, what I've seen in them is, you know what, this is my line. I can see that this is what I want to do. I can see this work. I will keep going despite the challenges. When I encounter challenges, I will work on it. I will adapt. Lost in the crowd, I will stand out. Everything that we do is for that purpose of it. Just keep going. Just keep going. We're not really only looking about the money. We're just looking at this thing has to succeed. Not only money-wise, just that we envision it. Everything comes with challenges in life, right? And changes happen in the world that if you don't adapt to those changes, your company will be relegated. So what we do is, what changes are happening right now, we adapt to those changes and we keep going. Well, we are not afraid of changes. We're not going to be put in the back burner, and we just keep going. That is what is about successful women.
Yeah, that's very remarkable. Adapt to change, keep going, whether you walk, whether you crawl at some point, just keep going. Wow,
Just keep
that's a
on.
remarkable advice. Thank you. So,
Thank you.
what would you say is the best advice you've gotten, maybe from a mentor, from someone?
Oh, this was from somebody in 2017. I've never forgotten. She said, always put your best foot forward. Always.
Best foot
The
forward.
best is what you should be giving at every point. So when you do something, it has to be the best that you could give at that time. There is no other way. If there's a thing you have to do, make sure that is the best that you can do. Because of course, we all can always do better. But at the time, that time, Shah, that you're supposed to present yourself in the best way at the time. That's the best advice. Like when it comes to business, I've received, and I continue to live by it. Yes, continue to live by it
Give your best at
every
that time.
time.
At that time. So you mean so if this is the best you can, let me say you can. This is the amount you can afford. You make sure to use what you have at your disposal.
At the highest capacity that you are able to at that time. Yes.
Wow. And
Yeah.
so finally, my I have a lot of questions, but for the sake of time,
Yeah.
what advice would you give to the younger audience, the younger generation watching this? What would you want to leave them with?
Is that you pace yourself. There's people are so much in a hurry, and I'm very confused by it. I don't understand why the younger ones are so much in a hurry to be something, to make a lot of money, to buy cars, and in all of this, there doesn't seem to be an understanding of process. Everything goes through a process. Younger ones don't want to go through the process. They want to learn now and make money now, which makes them very impatient, especially in workplaces, even in businesses. As soon as the business is not making money, they move. It's not making money, they move. But pace yourself. Understand that everything is a process. As long as you're working hard every day, pushing yourself, please don't expect that things work overnight. Just pace yourself. Things will come. Everything good will come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ifedayo Agoro. I'm so grateful for that advice. Pace yourself, stay faithful to the process, don't compare yourself. I've received so much. Thank you for your time and for your wonderful insights in this Chronicle. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Have a lovely day. Thank you. Bye bye.